It's shoutout time.
Alright, shout out to Alejandro from New York, shout out to Greg from Massachusetts, shout out to Ted from South Dakota, shout out to Ryan from New Zealand, shout out to Kevin Agi from Arkansas, shout out to Jeff and Joe from Bermondsey, London, shout out to Amal from Denver, Colorado, shout out to Will Chill 4678, shout out to Robs 5628, shout out to Arnold Johnson 3317, shout out to White Samurai, shout out to John Chitek, shout out to Mason and Mecca from Okinawa, Japan, shout out to Edwin Cruz from Diamond Division, Angeles City, Philippines, shout out to Elijah Arvia Berriel from Ashburn, Virginia, shout out to Shane and Shane from Las Piñas, Metro Manila, Philippines, shout out to Prince William from Cali, shout out to Raymond from Northern Cali, shout out to Gary from South Dakota, shout out to Daryl Charity from Laguna, Philippines, shout out to Inday OFW, shout out to Gringo and Rosel from Florida, shout out to Allen, Jane, Jade, and Jaden from CDO, Philippines, shout out to Mike from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, shout out to Not Quite Right, shout out to Pippermo, shout out to Ray Catlin, shout out to Dan and Angie from Seattle, Washington State, shout out to Champ from Temple, Texas, shout out to Francis Jeff from Japan, shout out to Jeffrey and Denise, shout out to Cab JW, shout out to Bento Crazy, shout out to Red Gannon from Las Vegas, Nevada, shout out to Greg and Dicky from Las Vegas, Nevada, shout out to Pinoy Dole from LA, Cali, shout out to Singular 40, shout out to Back Ice Tea Banana, shout out to the McLeod Ward in the Philippines, shout out to Focus in Asia, shout out to Fun in the Philippines, shout out to our Philippine Johnny, shout out to CJ Abroad, shout out to Lynn OC Down Under, shout out to Not Dead Yet Adventure, shout out to Betty and Betty's Philippine Adventure. Thank you for watching, subscribers.
What is the capital of Japan?
Oh, the capital of Japan is Tokyo.
What is the national bird?
The national bird of Japan is green peasant.
What is the national flower?
Of course, the famous cherry blossoms.
Look at you girl, ang ganda-ganda mo. The way you smile makes me high, parang iba na to. Iba na, nararamdaman. Iba na, nararamdaman. You're the best girl I've ever seen. Kapansin-pansin ang iyong mga tingin. Iba na, nararamdaman. Iba na, nararamdaman. Bakit na pagka-perfecto? Kita-kita tila ba wala man ang kahit isang defecto. Besto, kahit anong ang gulo. Baka pwede kang makulang personal. Kahit isang litrato mo. Magpaang malang kasi nga alam mo ang pati ka nakikita ko'y tumataas pagkakibang ko. Hindi mo ganda mo. Hindi ka nga ulit para naman buhay ang araw ko. Para bang walang makakahigil panis lahat. Kahit sino pang makita ko, shit. Ikaw ang pinaka-bet, baka pwede kang mag-get. Kung di man ayos lang basta makita ka sa net. Tipong pagkagising, sarap agad sa feeling. Tamang tingin sa pic mo kahit yun ka lang kapiling. Di bali nang maging kung ano man ang isipin. Kung ikaw naman ang makikita ko sa aking paggising. Look at you girl, ang ganda-ganda mo. The way you smile makes me high, parang iba na to. Iba na, nararamdaman. Iba na, nararamdaman. You're the best girl I've ever seen. Kapansin-pansin ang iyong mga tingin. Iba na, nararamdaman. Iba na, nararamdaman. I just wanna say something for you. You know the boys out there na gusto na sa'yo. Di mo matatanggi ang kagandahan. Mula lang pakinig, labas ka pa na larawan. Di ba sa unang ikaw yung aking favorite. Kahit anong damit sa'yo ay fit na fit. Alam mo na lang, kumakanta ka ba baka pwede kita na makapit. Minsan pwede bang makita ka? Kung may pagkakataon ay lalapitan ka. Kung mapapagbigay lang na regalo. Kasi pag nangyari akong todo na ako. Sa dami-dami kong mapapansin. Yung galing mo sa akin ang nagmingin. Iba na, nararamdaman. Iba na, nararamdaman. Wow, wow, sana naman. Huwag ka sana magbabago dahil malabo ka nang mapalitan. Look at you girl, ang ganda-ganda mo. The way you smile makes me high, parang iba na to. Iba na, nararamdaman. Iba na, nararamdaman. You're the best girl I've ever seen. Kapansin-pansin ang iyong mga tingin. Iba na, nararamdaman. Iba na, nararamdaman. Oh stop, come on scroll down, scroll up. Hintayin ko lang mag-pop. Yung pic mo, automatically heart reaction, baby. Oh, napauna na, dahil isip pag nag-selfie ka. Ganda mo, mapapersonal, pati na rin sa social media din. Ikaw yung dalagang Pilipinas.